league state mission statement. Any comments from the board on that? Revised mission statement. Okay.
John, these mission statements are part of requirements for accreditation purposes. They have to file with the Southern Association of Accreditation. So you'll see this, and it's a favorite topic of this young lady sitting right here. She wonders why we just don't have one and be through with it. But we do what the accreditation agency wants us to do.
Very good. George C. Wallace Community College, Dothan, mission statement. Discussion with the board on that. Seeing none, J.F. Ingram State Technical College review and approval of their mission statement. Have a very unique role there. We appreciate what President Thunderberg does, our staff, very much.
And we added to reduce recidivism, and I think that's really important that we include that, and so I appreciate the addition. President Thunderberg.
Any other comments, discussion from the board? Recommendation regarding adoption of Series 600 policies.
Good morning. 5 policies are presented to you for recommendations. Are there any questions concerning the policies that were presented to you?
These are sort of laid out in a way that whatever schedules we come up with fit under this policy and doesn't require a policy change when the schedule comes.
Any questions or other discussion from the board? Yes, I have submitted those committee assignments to the governor and the president for approval. Right now, Christopher Brown has accepted that. Item 5, lease agreement, LBW. Good plan, President.
Good morning.
Appreciate the detail.
I would like to introduce a couple of my colleagues. As you know, we have a foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that exists to support the mission and activities of the college, and it raises money, it manages money, and provides a lot of scholarships and other forms of support for our students. And with us today, I have Mr. Wayne Bennett, who is serving as the president of the LBWCC Foundation. Now, Mr. Bennett has a long history with LBW. He served as president of MacArthur State Technical College before the two colleges merged. And he was also vice president of student affairs for the combined college and served as interim president for most of 2008. So we're very happy to have him in his role in the foundation. Jason Jesse is our Dean of Student Affairs, and he will have oversight over the student housing if you all approve with this plan. And Dr. Arlene Davis is our Associate Dean for Institutional Advancement, so she works very closely with liaison with our foundation. And I know you all received a business plan in which I laid out the rationale and little bit of the history, but just very briefly, in 2013, the foundation invested in student housing. Now, prior to that time, the assets, all the endowment funds, everything that are assets, were invested in stock mutual funds, bonds, typical financial investments. But their bylaws did allow for investment in income-producing real estate. And I approached the foundation. I said, well, it would benefit the college. It would help our recruitment. It would help our athletics. It would help us with some of our programs that may attract students from outside the immediate area. And to have student housing, which the college did not have. And we engaged the services of a private developer, researched all the ways to possibly finance it, and the foundation agreed to invest some of their assets into the project. And as it turned out, the cash investment that the foundation put in was about $150,000, and it's a $3 million project. The remainder was financed through a very attractive loan from the U.S. Department of Agriculture under the Rural Development Community Facilities Program. And the interest rate at that time, 3.125%, very attractive, 30-year loan. The first 2 years were actually interest only to help build up the project. So we're now in the main part of the project. We're about to complete the 6 years of operation. It's been a very successful project, and in fact the college was recognized nationally as a bellwether finalist, which is a national program for the nature of the project and public-private collaboration. What I didn't realize at the time when we were starting this was how great the community support would be. And as we got this going, the city was very supportive, and they helped us with, in many ways, in kind, and it's been a very attractive project. One of the things that has happened, and the initial idea was that the foundation owns it. It is on land that is actually adjacent to college property. It's walking distance to everything. The way it's set up, these are student apartments. There are four individual single occupancy rooms in each apartment, and they share a kitchen. There's 2 bathrooms for the 4 occupants, living dining area, and they have washer dryer facilities. They come furnished. And what we have found is that the foundation, which owns it, hired a manager and a bookkeeper part-time, and that worked fine, except if any student or any occupant or a parent had any issue, maybe they didn't get their security deposit back or anything, they couldn't come to the college. So they went to whoever the board president was of the foundation board, which varies annually. And that got to be a little bit less than desirable. So we negotiated with the foundation and came up with a plan that would allow the college to take full responsibility for managing, operating the facility, and also receiving the revenue, and eventually having an option to purchase the property. And that is all detailed in the materials that we received. So I think it's a win-win. I really think it's a good plan. We have talked to USDA. They have an opportunity to approve. They said they would approve of the lease. David O'Brien has been very helpful working on the legal aspect of the lease, and we had outside counsel as well from Han Arundel. So I'm certainly open to any questions that you may have. Yes, sir.
With the additional resources, do you foresee that the occupancy will increase? I think you're at about 65%
Yes.
right now.
Yes. This spring is the lowest it has been, and I really feel that with our college resources and the marketing effort that we're going to put in, we have athletics, we have baseball, softball, men's and women's basketball. A lot of those students are from from further away, sometimes out of state. I feel that we'll get closer to what we had, and the highest we've had was 98% in the fall. So I think we'll be closer to that.
So you think it's just a marketing issue?
I think primarily, yes.
I have a question. I would ask Ed to comment on this, if you will. The maintenance amount you have proposed here on an annual basis, is that a fair number, Ed? Is that based on historical data, or?
It is based on historical. That is straight from the financial statement for 2018. And the previous year, which is the last year we have an audited financial statement, was actually less than that.
What I'll tell you is, I've never seen an organization that budgeted enough for maintenance. So the number's actually probably low. Typically about 4% of replacement value is what you can expect to spend annually on maintenance. So obviously, yes, 4% of your CRV is what you typically can expect to spend on maintenance. So we'll reconfirm those numbers prior to that. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I just want to say thank you to the foundation for supporting your college, and it sounds like every way that they need it, so appreciate your dedication to that college.
I like to see the investment put to work in a very tangible way. I agree, this is a good approach.
Anything else? Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Item 6, a bookstore operation agreement, Devil State.
Good morning. This is Bevel State's request for the board's approval of it entering into a bookstore operation agreement with Follett Higher Education Group. The college published a request for proposals, and after reviewing the responses, selected Follett as the best responsible responder to the request. Under the terms of the proposed operation agreement, Follett will spend up to $50,000 for upgrades in the bookstore. In terms of compensation, the college will receive a 5% commission on commissionable sales up to $750,000 and 6% on commissionable sales in excess of $750,000. College is guaranteed a commission in the first year of $45,000. For subsequent years, the college is guaranteed 90% of the commissionable sales of the previous year. The term of the agreement is for 10 years. However, there is an out clause that allows either party to terminate the contract on 120 days notice. The agreement includes insurance requirements on the part of Follett, naming the college, the system, and the board of trustees as additional insureds. In addition, the agreement includes an indemnity provision in favor of the college, the system, and the board of trustees. The entering into this agreement will allow the college to reduce expenses in terms of salaries. Since 2015, the college has experienced a decrease in sales, gross revenues from this operation of approximately 1/3. Last year, the operation of the bookstore was at a loss. This will turn that around. Does anyone have any questions?
What's the cash flow look like for the commission? Is it paid on a monthly basis, or is it
Mr. Davis, I'll have to check that and let you know.
first year was like
Is this contract offer them exclusivity in selling these items that they sell, or think we've seen this happen in a few other, campuses, and I think it's been good. There are certain things I think it makes a lot of sense to contract out. This seems to be one of them from a business perspective. That works well.
Anything else from the board, any other comments or questions? Thank you, sir. Facilities, technology classroom addition renovation at Shelton State Community College. We have a call from the board.
Morning, Mr. Thompson, Chancellor Becker, members of the board. Shelton State Community College is requesting authorization to proceed with design and construction of an addition to the cafeteria on the Fred campus. The proposed project includes both a renovation of a portion of the building and an addition to the building. The space would be used to create a single 90-seat classroom, an advanced technology classroom, which could be dividable into two 45-seat classrooms. In addition, the space would be also used for community events. There is a kitchen already in this building, and so it would create a multi-purpose space for both the college and the community. If you're not familiar with the Fred campus, it is located, it's not the main campus of Shelton State. It is located north Interstate 20 and west of Interstate 359. Fairly small campus. You can see the cafeteria located in the yellow circle in the top of the picture. The proposed budget for this project is $1.28 million. That would be funded entirely by Title III funds. This does include a 10% contingency on both construction and FF&E. If approved by the board, design would proceed immediately to bidding thereafter. The designer for this project is GMC. Would like to point out that this is the second major investment we've made in the Fred campus in the past 2 years. GMC is also the designer on the automotive technology building, and that is about halfway through construction at the moment. That project had a budget of $1.25 million. It did come in just under budget, and so we're very confident we can deliver this project with the stated budget. Can I answer any questions regarding this proposed project?
But probably not, but I still could come up also. Another one that's probably dangerous things to do. We have a problem here. Bill's been dealing with it, it's not about you, it's about the problem. We have a senator from Tuscaloosa who, in his mind, over the years, he's had a line item earmarked for money to go to Shelton. I've heard different numbers on now, whatever it is, probably could fill me in on that. He has consistently, going way back, Cynthia, you can probably help me, at some point, they had a program on the campus in the main building, a facility where they had woodworking.
At the Martin campus, yes, sir, we have a cabinet making program previously. Cabinet making
Built
is
birdhouses and whatever else. It was a hobby shop for people in the community. I do not know if it ever, was there ever a class for credit in that class?
Not under the most recent situation, no.
I don't
No,
know.
it was some time ago. Cabinet making is something that's changed over the years.
But I just get to my point, and I know this isn't on this project, but it's an issue that you're having to deal with story as you understand it.
Right on, Chancellor.
All right, just so, I just use this opportunity because of the project to make you aware of what's going on.
Thank you, Chancellor. Any questions about this project? I might add, it's more than the kitchen. Our culinary arts programs is in the back of the cafeteria, so we think this is a very neat little project that we can use as a lab setting with our culinary arts program. They can show their art. And I know we just recently won first place, I believe, in Death by Chocolate in Tuscaloosa. We had a combination of sushi and chocolate. Now, I like sushi and I like chocolate, but I don't know if I like them together. However, we can have a space that we can also instruct as we're growing programs. As I guess Ed said, the auto technology program, we're going to increase from 15 in each program from the Mercedes Tech as well as the Auto Tech program itself, from 30 to 60. And we're also in the process of moving our computer science technology program, which we started this past fall, over there. So we're going to need more classroom space for classroom instruction. Plus, it also helps with our culinary arts program, which is a CTE program as well. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from the board?
I just say that I had the opportunity to go visit this campus not too long back, and it may be small, but it's very nice and up to date, and I think this will be a really nice addition for that campus. Appreciate the work that's being done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ashton. Anything else from the board? Chancellor, anything else from the board session?
Mr. Chairman, I just briefly, I didn't want to belabor the meeting before, but with Ben's comments in the ERP system and where we are on it, I was talking with my wife during the break. I think it was about 3 years, 6 months ago, we were on vacation out west, and I got a phone call from the president who said, "You got 5 minutes, I'd like to talk to you about ERP." And an hour later, she let me get off the phone, but I had brought it up and had begun to push it at that time, and didn't quite even understand the magnitude of it. Got a copy of the solicitation that was this thick that was not awarded a few years before, and it's sort of something that, as you said, nobody thought would happen. They thought it was completely improbable, and I just want to commend everybody involved for what has happened. Been outstanding work. Appreciate the leadership. Appreciate the funding that has been provided by the legislature to make this happen. I think this will be the